So today we're turning this into a new YouTube studio. Okay, so this is our space. This is it was a kind of our little spiritual meeting room where we'd have a lot of bean bags and have some very chilled, informal meetings. So we're going to turn it into a slightly more permanent YouTube studio. So James can come in here and make some content really quick, daily. So we need to get rid of these boxes, we need to get a load of stuff that's over here and put it all in the right place. We've got some shelving coming, hopefully today, that will help dress our set a little bit and some stuff to go on the wall. I'm thinking maybe we can have two different sets here. So we'll have this wall, which can be one set, and then this wall here, which we can have as a second set. But we'll see how we go. We've got some lights that we'll throw on the wall and stuff to colour the walls if we need to. My biggest worry in here in a way is the sound, because we've got some carpet on the floor, but apart from that, it's quite solid surfaces. So we'll try and hang some stuff on the wall where we can, just to bring that reverb down a bit. But it's not going to be a massive amount we can do short term, but maybe longer term we can get some better soundproofing stuff in here. Right, let's start putting it together. Two choices for the main softbox, either this big one or this smaller or portable one. It might not spread the light as much. We'll have to try both. Using the Godox SL60W for our main light, so that should do the job. We've used them for a few years for photography and video stuff. They're brilliant. And they're not that expensive. These are the PocketLite F7s, which are brilliant. They're a really nice compact LED unit, and you can cycle through various colours and change the hue and saturation on the side of the unit. And there's also a number of different scenes you can use. This is dipped and then full headlights. Strobe. This is a candle, so it flickers and dims. This is recreating the look of a TV being on. This is a fire engine, I think. Ambulance and police. These are cool little things. Let's do a little lights out test of the background so far. That is looking pretty great. I won't lie. I'm really impressed with how those colours spread on this white wall. It's not even that dark in here, to be honest. Obviously, there's no light on me because we haven't set up that key light yet. But that's coming next. Right, it's time for a test of the main key light up here, off to my right, 45 degrees, to complement these lovely little back wash colours. Here we go. Ooh, that looks alright. That looks a decent start for 10. Sweet. Nice. Right, got to take a break for a meeting, but we'll restart this again in a bit. I should say at this point as well that this is a pretty early, almost a test with this YouTube studio, because until we get a lot of the backdrop stuff in, there's not very much we can do. So we'll just have a little basic setup, see how it's looking, and then sort of finish it off a bit later. So here's the initial setup we've gone for so far, just as a kind of first draft. A lot of this will change. We've got the Blue Yeti microphone up there. That'll probably be swapped out for a Shure. That'll be connected to a laptop here on this little utility desk there to record that. The main A camera here is an EOS R, currently using that, but that's connected to the teleprompter. B camera here is an EOS RP with a 100mm Sigma at the moment, but might change that. It's a nice close-up, might be too close. Here we've got a monitor connected straight to the EOS R, so if anyone's filming solo, it's easy to check everything's right. If not, you can at least see yourself. James likes to see himself. And here is our main softbox. The background will change, that's for sure. I called today's video Does Size Matter? And that's a question that some might guess to mean the size of the room. Here it's not, but there are some important considerations around the size of the room, and it can make a difference in terms of a bigger room can mean greater separation between the subject and the background. But here it was a question over the size of the softbox. I had a big softbox and a smaller softbox. In the end, I ended up going with the smaller softbox because what I wanted to do was focus that light on the subject. What I didn't want was for that light to bleed out past the subject onto the background and wash out those lovely, beautifully saturated colours we had from the PocketLite F7s. But we could have realistically gone with almost any choice. The big light would have been fine, the small light was fine. We could have even used a PocketLite F7, or if we had zero tech around at all, we could have just used natural daylight, which is always a winner.
Use windows to your advantage. They look great.
The important thing to remember is whatever you have available is good enough to get started. So this is our YouTube studio. It's very much a first version. A lot of this equipment will change, but it's here to get us going. And that's the point with this kind of stuff, is just start when you can. A lot of people say start before you're ready, because by the time you build an audience, you will be at a better level where they're ready to watch you be your best. So it's great to be able to start making content in here a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. So exciting times.